I think we missed a few of the first things here. Jack played a tower and a nothing for the first turn. So I'm assuming he may have something. He may have something in hand, or he may not have been able to pull the right sides on his mulligan. Plays a desert ping in the token minion. For both of them?
To get both of them is pretty sweet.
And there's a Pit Vipers there for one.
Yeah. You know, my guess is that we saw the humble village come down and just decided to save the desert to try and get that 2-for-1 there, and it looks like it worked out.
All right, so that's his turn there. It's on tap. He's going to pull... How many sites does he have? This is one site in hand. So I guess he's going to pull his site just to have it. And then probably cast... Tap for a site, play his... Spellcaster Wizard. Grandmaster... Apprentice Wizard, obviously. Comes in, swings for one.
Untapping, we've got all earth sites on this side of the board here. So curious to see what could be coming down. So things that I'd be happiest to see with 4 mana on this turn, a Dalcian Phalanx, but that Pit Viper's kind of nasty, so removing that might be a priority. 5 mana Roaming Monster on the back row.
Those towers are always a surprise.
They are. They can take you places very quickly. Roaming Monster, a great card in Sealed, I think. At Ordinary, you can usually get 1 or 2 in your pool. And that 4 power in the back row, right off the bat, is a lot.
You have to answer it. But how does he do it, though? That's the question. So we've untapped on a spell for turn. It looks like it's a little control-y, so we'll see which way he goes with it. Seems like a Men of Lang in hand. Air Fire. Possibly Firebolts. Those are ordinary, so they would definitely be in here, especially for game enders. Let's figure out what he's going to play. Still early in the game. Opponent has 4 mana and 1 minion. 1 untapped minion.
Yep.
Tapping for an additional spell. Or site. Okay. For 3... Yeah, Men of Lang, probably. I would say Men of Lang. He has to play that. No swing. Swinging Apprentice Wizard for 1. Not scared to get in for a little bit of damage.
Yeah, bringing that Pit Viper back from the aggressive plan to deal with the Roaming Monster makes a lot of sense here, I think. Alright, good call on the Men of Lang.
Men of Lang and Grapple Shot is a nightmare for me.
It is a really scary combination, especially in Limited, where you are bootstrapped even further than normal.
This one's mine. Oh, that's right, my bad. No, you're fine. I'm assuming minions with 0 power go until whatever they attack or whatever. I'm assuming. Thank you.
That is, I think that's his observation. But how did he have zero power?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's having 0 power over here right now.
Maybe a future turn.
Yeah. I guess if there's a shrink in play at some point, you could shrink the Pit Viper and avoid the lethal. We're not seeing any water right now.
I think Jack is still on the play with 3 open. Wait. No, that's Jack. Jack has 4 mana. He's on the right. Okay, now he has 5.
Alright,
I'm not gonna.
foot soldier.
Yeah. So he does have.
Jack for 4.
Okay, so Jack is swinging for 4.
Okay.
Jack is light orange.
Oh, your
Is
turn.
that Earth?
Wicked Witch. That is Earth. I see.
Spellcaster, other
now-
nearby minions have -2 power. Okay.
Yeah, so this means that the Pit Viper now
Oh, that's good.
has no power. It's lethal, doesn't really matter unless it finds another way to deal damage.
This is an elite Wicked Witch, so there's one more in the deck. If he pulls a second one, if he has a second one in his hand, then it's very. You have to do. How do you deal with it? Like, if he swings, if
Wicked
someone
Witch.
swings at his Wicked Witch with -2, and Wicked Witch is already 2, majority of minions are under 3.
Yep. Yeah, Wicked Witch is brutal. It also makes stuff like Firebolts that much better.
And I'll kill
Just
the
because
foot
it is a
soldier.
spellcaster on its own, it can, eat through, a unicorn, a slumbering giantess. It can eat through a roaming monster and still have one projectile left over. The Men of Lang moving further away from both avatars has to be a good sign for the defending player. You don't want to be facing down a Men of Lang.
Especially if you need cards in hand.
I'm at, Alright, I'm gonna kill the witch.
Okay, yeah, Violimp coming down to kill the Wicked Witch. That is a great play. The Violimp is the witch's worst enemy. Doesn't need power to kill her.
I will draw a spell. Okay.
Okay, tapping Sorcerer to draw a spell.
4 mana. That's a pretty stacked hand there. He has a lot of cards.
He does. Well, he's sitting on only 3 sites at the moment, so it looks like he's been drawing lots of cards and holding on to lots of cards.
All right. Looks like Jack has started his turn here. A boss troll. It's a 2/2 for a 3/3 for 2.
Go.
So just boss troll for 2. So he had 2 floating. He couldn't really do anything with it, which is interesting. I wish I knew
No,
what
it looks
this
like he's made a
live-
Scent Hounds there.
With the Scent Hounds. Oh yes.
Yeah, right in front of the Vile Imp. So, trying to bait the trade maybe there?
No need for protection from infiltrate, but because his opponent's playing fire, so it's not unlikely.
Yeah, it's possible. I don't think we're seeing it right now. All right, Peter attacking with the Men of Lang for 2.
Blocking with the boss troll.
Yeah,
Swinging for
swinging
1.
the Apprentice Wizard into the Boss Troll. So it's a 2 for 1, but that Boss Troll is kind of scary on this current board, so a totally reasonable decision there. Alright, here comes a 4th site, and it is a Gothic Tower, so that's 5 mana for the turn. East-West Dragon coming out. Now with the updated rules that allow you to apply movement modifiers to defending, East-West Dragon is an excellent option for both the offense and the defense.
His entire row of sites there. I mean, East-West Dragon can defend his entire front row easily.
Yep. And it can get in at any site in that row right in front of it. So 4 different options for where to attack if it comes down to it.
Oh, wow.
Okay, a border militia. Getting lots of foot soldiers here.
Swing for
Is going into
2.
violin.
Oh, you can't do that, goddammit.
It's blocking with the dragon.
Fine, go. I
Airborne.
deserve to lose.
Pass his turn. Not even sure. I can't see what the life totals are. I guess they're writing it down. Like great people, great players.
I agree. Writing down life totals is something I always recommend. It's good to be able to go back and check, because occasionally you do make a mistake, forget to change something, or you and your opponent don't have the same numbers. Alright. So, Desert
Jeez.
Violent combo to take out the Foot Soldier and the Boss Troll.
Is Violent anything better than... Is there anything better than Violent for removal? Like, it's a creature, it's a body, you know...
It's so good. That 2 damage right away, and then the ability to either soak up damage by blocking or be aggressive with it. It's and at ordinary in limited, it is just one of the best cards. One of the cards that I would pick the highest, whether it's draft or sealed.
Oh, that's the stealth token. You can't. It moves freely. Oh, it moves freely sideways, so you can still attack forward.
Yep. Yeah, it's not relegated to one row. It can go just about anywhere it wants. I mentioned earlier in the last round that splashing an off color is fairly easy in limited. Being able to mulligan 3 sites and see 6 of your 12 total sites means that mulligans are very forgiving. Violent is 100% one of those cards that I would splash red for. I will play fire if I have violence in my pool, even if they're the only card in fire that I'm playing.
With 5 mana, 3 earth, 2 air, you pretty much have any threshold that you want to do. So, us not knowing the life total, but just knowing that Jack may be in trouble right now, East-West Dragon is a threat. It's for 4 power.
It will close the game very quickly. And that phase assassin there is just an extra layer of pressure.
Is that Bowman and Militia?
That's what it looks like to me.
Belmont Bowman is 3/3 for 3 ranged. And where's that Scent
Oh,
Hounds?
is that another Scent Hounds there? Yeah, I think that's what that is. So that's 6 total power sitting on that square right now.
Scent Hounds is 2 for defense, potentially, or expeditiously getting to Death Door.
Okay, so Peter's untapping here with 5 mana. Drawing a Sight for turn.
That doesn't give give the opponent much confidence. If you're drawing a sight, like, why do you need to draw a sight?
You know,
That means you have a bigger card in hand.
It means you have a bigger card in hand, or you are moving to start playing 2 cards a turn. You know, playing out, something like a Cave Trolls and, a Colicky Dragonets here. Not Cave Trolls, because there's not the threshold for that, but 2 3-mana creatures right now, or a removal spell and another minion. It's an option.
So turn is passed. Looks like with 5 mana, 6 is good. I mean, 5 mana is like a 2 and a 3 drop. 2/2 drops. But who knows what's in the... Wait a second. Okay.
Got another tower here that is 6 mana. 7 mana for
Charge.
turn. Yeah, Handsman. Great curve topper.
That's why you draw that last sight.
Hope to draw that final tower that you need, and that is exactly what Peter got off the top of the Atlas there. And that's going to take us to Death's Door territory really quickly. Bringing the Phase Assassin into attack too, losing that stealth token, but getting that life total just that much lower.
Phase Assassin sitting there. You have Violent right in front of your face. Highland Clansman. Like, right now, it's not trying to prevent damage. It's trying to set yourself up to not die after being his Death's Door, right?
Yeah, I think something like an Earthquake would come in handy here, but there are not many other options that are going to deal with this many minions quickly enough to matter. Okay. So it looks like we're going to be running the Sorcerer, or not the Sorcerer. The Sorcerer is tapped.
Minecart Madness. This turn, your units can move between any sites in a chosen span of land as if they were adjacent. So you can swing at... But it doesn't give you additional movement. It just says that you can move.
It doesn't, yeah. There's no.
Oh, as if they were adjacent. So it's a teleport almost.
Yeah, similar. It just allows all of your units to move. I guess, do we move the bow in here and just take out, a Violamp, a Phase Assassin?
That was for 2.
Option.
So he has 3 left. Boss Troll in hand. He needs the Boss Troll for defense and may be able to take out a few minions.
Yeah, so
Or would you take your opponent down to death's door?
There. Yep.
Okay. Trade.
First trade.
And then there's 3 there.
Yep, next trade.
And then there's 2 there.
Just get rid of everything.
There's still 9 power on the board coming directly at Jack, though. So that was
It's
a
actually a really good
big
card.
turn, but there's
Never really
still
played that.
more that needs to be done.
Yeah, it's great that you have like 0 removal too, like,
Yeah.
and 2 border glitches. It's like removal.
You can teleport between 2 land sites that are not disrupted by void or water. Thanks, Fluent. It's actually really good to
Yeah, go.
mention. Airborne. But where's your life? I need to figure out what the life is right now. Because it's like, are you at death's door? Like, is that what's happening?
Yeah, they must be just off of Death's Door trying to survive, one more round. Okay, so that Klansman is attacking to bring Jack to Death's Door.
Okay, he is, yep.
Alright, and Peter's sitting on a Firebolt in hand, which means if the opposing sorcerer doesn't move, it's going to be a quick game.
You gotta go forward. Unless there's a blink or a teleport. Like, he won't be able to go left or right. He'll go straight into... No. I guess it's a blink or teleport top deck. Minecart Madness, Shield Maidens.
Yeah, minion in that second row will stop some things, but
Needs to be higher than 3.
yeah, you have to be playing around a Firebolts at the end of a game like this.
Or Grapple Shot.
Mm-hmm.
Or even Thunderbolt. Early on, when I started playing, I never really thought about keeping those cards in my hand. I'd set them out early, but the more you play, the more I learn. I feel like you have to, regardless, keep cards in your hand to take your opponent to death's door quickly.
Well,
Yeah.
stop. I don't have 7. Oh no, I moved that. I didn't play it. Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
played that
Yeah,
last
I moved that. Played that last turn. Yeah, your turn.
Yeah, that roaming monster needed to be in the front row to stop Firebolts. But yeah, again, an Earthquake would have done it there. Would have moved the sorcerer out of range, but projectiles end the game.